Hey, I'm Shani, and you're watching It's Style Theory. You can find new movie reviews on my channel every Monday, so subscribe. Today, I'm doing a review of the movie The Wind Rises. This film is written and directed by Hayao Miyazaki. The English dubbed version of the film stars Joseph Gordon-Levitt, John Krasinski, Emily Blunt, Martin Short, and a whole bunch of other cool people. This film is based on a true story. It's about the life of Jiro Horikoshi, a man who designed Japanese fighter planes for World War II. So the film takes place in the 20s, during the Great Depression and World War II. So if you don't already know this, Hayao Miyazaki is a world-renowned animator, filmmaker, screenwriter. His films are loved all over the world. He's made so many amazing films. His most popular one being Spirited Away. Just to name a few, he's also made Kiki's Delivery Service, Totoro, Howl's Moving Castle, Secret World of Arrietty, Ponyo. This review is really special to me. I actually grew up with Hayao Miyazaki. I was basically raised on his films. Totoro was the first movie I ever watched. So ever since I was a toddler, I've been watching his films. I've seen all of them, and I absolutely love all of them. So when I found out he was retiring, of course, I was sad like any fan would be, but I'm also happy for him because he had an amazing career. As you probably know, The Wind Rises is his last film, and so yeah, I was really excited to see it, and I thought it was amazing. I absolutely loved it. Whether you're a longtime Miyazaki fan or not, you'll absolutely love this film. I feel like this film wasn't like anything he's done before in a lot of ways. I'm going to talk about specifically what I think made it a great movie and why I liked it so much. There are three main things I loved about this film: the characters, the story, and the setting. Like I said, this film takes place in the 20s in Japan. Miyazaki doesn't often do films that take place in modern day. That's another thing I love. I feel like the setting of the film really gave me a sense of nostalgia, like for the 20s, and I've never been there. He really knows how to bring out the beauty of the time he's writing about. He did that with Kiki's Delivery Service and Howl's Moving Castle, even though those were fantasies. There are also a few scenes that are in Germany. I don't really know what you call this in animation. It wouldn't be set design, I don't think, but like the whole look of like every scene was just spectacular. Besides the amazing animation, the design of each scene, like there would be scenes in cafes, like 20s cafes. There was just so much detail. I love it when he does movies that take place in the 20s because with the characters, he and his team always come up with like the most adorable costumes for the characters. I always find myself wishing that I had the clothes that the female characters in his movies are wearing. The characters. I love watching movies about realistic, smart characters with realistic lives and real problems, which it's kind of getting harder to find in films nowadays. Miyazaki never creates stupid characters or unbelievable characters. So yeah, I loved the characters in this film. As usual, every character had their own story in this movie, even like the little characters, the side characters. I really love the characters that he creates. And the story. I love stories about aeronautics and airplanes and engineers and people that design airplanes, so that's a big reason why I was excited about this film. Like when I found out what it was about, I was like, no way, this looks so cool. And then I love stories that are like character-driven stories about people and like just the ups and downs of life. A lot of Studio Ghibli films are kind of about that, I think, and that's why I like them so much. My favorite Studio Ghibli film is actually Whisper of the Heart, and my second favorite is Howl's Moving Castle. But anyway, I really liked the pacing of this film, just the way they told the story. And if you go see the movie, you'll understand. They told the story in really creative ways. I loved the back and forth between dream and reality and how they trusted us to be smart enough to understand a complicated story. So this film follows the life of Jiro Horikoshi. In the beginning, it starts off with him being a kid, and it shows where he got the inspiration from to pursue airplane design and engineering. If you are one of those people that likes to just go into the theater not really knowing anything, especially with a filmmaker like this where you know the movie's going to be good, I'm not going to tell you too much more about the story. So, overall, I really recommend this movie. I give this film a 5 out of 5. Like I said, I thought it was amazing. I absolutely loved it, and if I could, I would go see it again today and probably tomorrow too. And I can't wait until it comes out on DVD. In the meantime, don't judge me. I still haven't seen From Up on Poppy Hill, so I'm just gonna go watch that. Or I might end up watching this again. Yeah. So that's all for this review. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. On my channel, you can also find fashion videos, PLL reviews, scandal reviews, food videos, and DIYs. I upload videos 5 days a week, so check that out. Also, links to my social media, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook are in the description. If you like daily vlogs, follow this link to my main channel. So, with all of that said, basically, one of my dreams is to meet Hayao Miyazaki. I am a young, aspiring filmmaker and screenwriter myself, so meeting him would be a dream come true, and I feel like I have to make that happen at some point in my life. So yeah, I just thought I'd share that with you. Also, I love it when he does movies that take place. On my channel, you can also find food. So, with all of that said, basically, so this film follows the life of Jiro Horikoshi. On my channel, you can also find food DIYs, fashion videos. Let me start that over. It's his farewell. Is it recording? Okay. Okay. I love it when he does movies that take place in the 20s because they trusted that we'd be able to decipher the difference between the two. What? The difference between the two. If you like daily vlogs, follow this link to my other. Okay, I will see you next time. Anything else? I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh god. This film stars Miles Teller and Shailene Woodley. It was directed by James Ponsoldt, and the screenplay is by Scott Neustadter and Michael H. Weber, the writers that brought us 500 Days of Summer.